Hello everyone, Mocha Bear here. Welcome back to Mocha Bear's Hobby Den. Today we are going to be doing a class reveal that is appropriately Halloween themed. Shall we get started? So, like I said in my last video, I am doing a video for a new class option that would be appropriately themed for some of your Halloween themed adventures or one-shots that you may want to run. So this video is aimed towards DMs and GMs, but as well as players, for you to try to show this to your DMs and GMs. Let them know, hey, this exists, I might want to try this, what do you think? And if you've not seen my video from last week, DMs and GMs, it is a video about some recommended monsters you could use for some horror themed or Halloween themed adventures or one-shots, since Halloween is coming up. So when you're done with checking this video out, I highly recommend checking it out. This is the thumbnail you'll be looking for, but it will also be on this side of the screen at the end of this video for you to click on. This class is from a book by Dren Productions, and that book is Architects of the Deep, Book of Zombies. Highly recommend checking it out. Link to their website, social media, anything that I can grab for you will always be in the description box down below. This is a project I backed by them on Kickstarter, and it's perfect for Halloween, horror, zombie themes, all that. If you want me to do a more in-depth review over this book, showing you the different monsters, comment down below letting me know. 3 monsters from this book are shown in my video from last Sunday. So again, check that out. And the class that I'm going to show you is called Zombie Hunter. In the dark of night, a lone man with an oil lantern trudges through the catacombs. Despite the lack of company, he feels largely at home here, almost excited to discover what lies in these twisted caverns. He sniffs the air, definitely zombies. A sigh of relief escapes his lips. At least he'd get paid tonight. Now, if you're like me, I like to use the character stats to make NPCs leveled around the other players, so you can always use this to make an NPC if you want. Class features. As a zombie hunter, you gain the following class features. So hit points, your hit die are going to be 1d8 per zombie hunter level. Hit points at first level are 8 plus your con modifier. Hit points at higher levels, 1d8 or 5 for the average, plus your con modifier per zombie level after first level. Proficiencies, you've got armor, light and medium armor, weapons, simple and martial weapons, saving throws, dexterity and intelligence. Skills, choose 2 from acrobatics, athletics, investigation, survival, or sleight of hand. And then equipment, you start with the following equipment in addition to the equipment granted by your background: a rapier or a longsword, a light crossbow and 20 bolts or 2 daggers, and an explorer's pack. Zombie Hunter, make sure that everything's lined up. Here we go. Alright, so 1st through 4th you have a +2 proficiency bonus. 5th through 8th +3 to proficiency bonus. 9th through 12th is +4. Then 13th through 16th is +5, and 17th to 20 is +6. Stress. Whenever you receive damage from a creature, you gain 1 stress. If your stress reaches 10 or higher at any point, you become burnt out. When you become burnt out, your movement speed on your next turn is halved, you cannot take actions or bonus actions, and your stress is reset to 0 at the end of your next turn. You cannot become burnt out from receiving necrotic damage. You gain bonuses during combat depending on the amount of stress you currently have. So 3 stress, you gain 5 feet of additional movement speed. 5 stress, you may make an additional attack when you take the attack action on your turn. 7 stress, you roll an additional damage die when dealing damage. 9 stress, you have advantage on attack rolls and saving throws. So even though it is a thing you want to try to avoid, you do still get bonuses for having these. Happy Place. On your turn, as a bonus action, you may imagine your happy place and reduce your stress by 1. Follow the Rot. At 2nd level, you have advantage on wisdom survival checks to track undead creatures, as well as on intelligence checks to recall information about them. Fighting style. At 2nd level, you adopt a particular style of fighting as your specialty. Choose one of the following options. You can't take a fighting style option more than once, even if you get to choose again later. So, just like the fighter and the ranger have access, you have archery. You gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons. Defense, while you're wearing armor, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. Dueling, when you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. 2-weapon fighting, when you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. Jitters, starting at 3rd level, you learn to balance your stress right on the fence. On your turn, as a bonus action, you can increase your stress by 1. So again, to gain access to those benefits from having higher stress. Stone Cold, at 3rd level, you have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Ability score improvement. So like all classes, when you reach 4th level, and again at 8th, 12th, 16th, and 19th level, you increase one ability score of your choice by 2, or you can increase 2 ability scores of your choice by 1. As normal, you can't increase an ability score above 20 using this feature. Prowler. At 5th level, as a reaction, when a creature damages you, you may mark them for hunting. All allied creatures gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls against a marked target. This bonus is doubled if the marked creature is undead. You may only mark one creature at a time with this feature. Pep Talk. At 6th level, as an action, you can convert your current stress into hit points, restoring 1 hit point for each stress point you currently have. Last Stand requires 8 stress. At 7th level, when you would be reduced to 0 hit points, you can delay the inevitable, reducing your hit points to 1 instead. Until your next turn, you cannot be reduced below 1 hit point. At the end of your next turn, you are reduced to 0 hit points. Very dangerous, very risky. Warning Shot. Beginning at 9th level, as a bonus action, you may fire a warning shot into the air. All enemy creatures within 60 feet of you must succeed on a DC 10 intelligence saving throw or become frightened on their next turn. Undead creatures have disadvantage on this saving throw. This feature has 3 charges, which are regained after a long rest. Stick to the target. Starting at 10th level, you have advantage on opportunity attacks. Additionally, if you make an opportunity attack against an undead target, you may roll twice the damage dice. Seasoned Veteran. Starting at 11th level, you become resistant to necrotic damage. And Weakened Silver. Starting at 13th level, when you deal bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage to an undead creature that would normally be immune to that kind of damage, you deal half damage instead. Advanced Prowler. Beginning at 14th level, creatures successfully frightened by your warning shot become marked by your Prowler ability until the end of your next turn. Also, bonus granted to attack and damage rolls against these creatures increase to +2. Stress Management. Starting at 15th level, the requirements for each stress combat bonus are decreased by 1. Sanctuary. Beginning at 18th level, as an action, you create an aura of safety around you in a 10-foot radius that lasts for 1 minute. Undead creatures that attempt to attack a creature in the area must subtract 1d6 from their attack rolls. Hardened Nerves. At 20th level, you become burnt out when your stress reaches 12 instead. Additionally, you become resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage while you have 8 stress or more. Also, the first 3 stress bonuses are improved. 3 stress, you gain 10 feet of additional movement speed. 5 stress, you may make 2 additional attacks when you take the attack action on your turn. And 7 stress, you roll 2 additional damage die when dealing damage. So, I would highly recommend that this, if used, is used for a one-shot or a very short campaign that, again, is heavily zombie or undead focused. So, again, perfect for Halloween one-shots, Halloween horror-themed adventures that have heavy undead focus. There are some things that you can probably tweak. This is definitely a class that needs to be spoken about and worked on together between player and DM or GM. It needs to be, you need to communicate together on this. But it is also, like I said, safe to use as an NPC if you have an adventure, a long-term campaign that has an undead section in it. If you're interested in trying this out, comment down below telling me that you're playing it, or if you're DM GM and you're using it as an NPC or one of your players is using it. Let me know what you all think about it, how it plays for you, what you like, what you don't like about it, what you would like to see changed. But I'm going to get going, so please, as always, take care of yourselves, and until next time, hobby on.